Some days, it feels like life is moving, but nobody's really in control. You keep showing up, making things, making decisions, hoping one day it will all connect. But right now, it doesn't. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ibiama Abraham. I'm a filmmaker, a storyteller, a musician, and those fancy things people usually talk about. This video was supposed to be about some cinematic camera setting and all that type of stuff, but I just got really tired and I just wanted to stand here and talk. There's this part of creativity people don't usually talk about, and that's the part before anything usually makes sense. You have ideas, but these ideas feel scattered. You feel like you're moving, but you don't know where you're going. And it's frustrating because a lot of people out there just think that you should have it figured out by now, but deep down, you know that everything just feels really unfinished. For me, this showed up really early. I taught myself how to write music. I taught myself how to produce music. I worked with a couple of artists. I was able to do like a couple of shows, some tours, back in the day. And it was really amazing. It was a very good one. I loved it. But not until I fell in love with filmmaking. And then it demanded just as much from me. I was talking about the time, the focus, the obsession. At some point, it felt like I had to choose. I didn't really understand why I was so good at so many things. So instead of feeling very gifted, I felt confused most of the time. Like, why can't I just be one thing? Why does it feel like nothing feels finished? Now, looking back, being an executive, being a co-founder, I can see how everything connects. But back then, I had no idea what was going on. The foundation was being laid and I had no idea what I was doing. Sometimes you don't actually know what you are becoming yet. Nothing you learn is wasted. No skill disappears. It just shows up later in ways that you couldn't have imagined. I don't have all the answers and you don't have all the answers either. But there's something we can all agree on, is that there's a process. But if you find yourself constantly miserable in that process, then you might actually be in the wrong place. If any of this felt familiar and you find yourself in spaces where everything feels like it's unfinished, then you are probably who this series is for. I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm just documenting the process while I'm still inside it. So, if you want to stay in the conversation, not when it's figured out, but when it's still messy, you can subscribe and I'll be here.